What's up, everybody? This is Cargo, and I'm playing some Battlefield 3 beta right now, because I've been excited about the game for a while. And so I've been playing all of the beta to make sure that I'm still going to be excited about the game. Now, first things first, I just spilled orange juice on myself, and I am very sad about that, because having orange juice in your lap is not ideal. But moving on to what I'm doing here. Battlefield 3 beta. Right now I'm using the UMP with a silencer, tac light, and a IR scope. The weapons, I guess I'll start off with that since I was talking about my gun. I really like the weapon system where you there's a bunch of different weapons. You have a couple unlocked at the very beginning, and then as you level up you'll get more weapons. And then also, as you level up with specific classes, you'll get more weapons. For example, just by leveling up, you'll get a couple weapons here and there that you can use with all the classes. But if you stick with, say, Assault class, which is what I'm using, which is the quote-unquote medic class, then you'll unlock Assault-specific weapons. Actually, I'm not sure if you can only use them with Assault. I think you can use them with any class, but you can only unlock them by using that particular class. And then each weapon, as you use it, you unlock all its abilities. And not all weapons have the same equipment you can put on them. Most of them are fairly the same, but and they also don't unlock in the same order. Because there's all different types of sights, barrels, like foregrips, grenade launchers, laser sights, tac lights. There's all sorts of things. So, and I really like that. I also like the classes so far. As you can see there, I just defibbed my guy. I essentially just rezzed him. Before they spawn, you have the opportunity to defib them. They actually can't see it until you respawn them. And then there's an engineer class, which has rocket launcher, a support class, which is focused on LMGs, and they have ammo refill kits. And then there's also other abilities instead of having a defib or like a meta pack that I could use, like the Assault class has a little grenade launcher you can equip instead if you prefer that. So that's really nice because it allows for some diversity within the classes. So you could have a medic who is only, or an Assault class who's only focused on being a medic, and you could also have an Assault class that is focused on being, I don't know how you'd say it, but would have grenade launchers, so there'd be more of a true Assault class as opposed to a medic class. And then, of course, there is the Recon class, which in theory is supposed to be the sniper class. Now, unfortunately in the beta, the only map they have open is Metro, which is a rush map. And rush is a bunch of different, essentially levels in one map where you just kind of move forward. So on this one, there are 4 levels, and at each point you have to destroy 2 essentially little command posts before moving on. And yeah, but this is the only map they have open right now, which is kind of disappointing considering that the main appeal of Battlefield 3 is the kind of combined arms warfare where you have jets and tanks and Humvees and helicopters and things like that, along with all the infantry. So it's a little disappointing, but it works out all right. I guess they might. My guess is they're trying to highlight the gun game that they put into it, because the gun game is actually very solid. It took me a while to get used to it because the guns in this game have a lot more kick than I've ever played with in any other game before. I didn't play Battlefield 2 or Battlefield 1942 before, so I'm not familiar with those games. But yeah, the guns in this game have a lot of kick. In some senses, it's a lot more realistic. So I had to get used to that, but once you get used to it, it works out a lot better. It's just you have to shoot in bursts with pretty much all weapons unless you're up close. And there is bullet drop in this game, and I don't know, the guns sound really good, they feel really good, and I just love it overall. And then the graphics, of course, are incredible. I play on a PS3, as most of you know, so the graphics in this one aren't as good as they possibly could be, because actually most of the videos that I watch online are from people who play PC. So they've been playing the beta, and of course it's on PC, and it looks so much better on theirs. If you can bring it up to 1080 times 1080p, so amazing, so amazing. But yeah, the graphics are really good. The effects, I mean, even on the PS3, the effects are really nice, like all the different lighting, and particle effects, and then there is some destruction as well. There's somewhat limited destruction on this map, Metro, but you can actually see where I just was, kind of around the objective B there. There is, like, you can blow out the walls around it. Now, of course, that right there is not very realistic, because you'd be able to blow out most of the walls. And in parts of this map, there's train cars, and you should be able to blow holes in thin aluminum train car walls, but you can't. And of course, that's mostly just for balance. This game, I picked this one level just because it had an epic ending. See, that guy planted right there, and he's just mowing us all down, like. And they're about to, you can't hear it very well right now, but they are about to win. Like, the charge is just flashing, and so they move on to the next round. But then, oh, I'm like, oh man, we lost. Nope, we won. Because if you were looking, they only had one reinforcement left, and their last guy respawned and took the last reinforcement ticket right before they right before the charge went off. It was so funny. Alright, and then this is just some extra bonus gameplay from the rest of the game that I wasn't able to show you. This is from the very first section, right here. And then I'm using my But yeah, there are some issues in the beta, and that's to be expected because it's a beta. As much as they're using it as a marketing tool, I feel like it is a beta, so if you see any issues, please treat it as such. But overall, I think this game is going to be awesome. It's fun to play. It's not for everybody because it does require a little more cerebral thinking. It's not a Modern Warfare where you can just run around and shoot people. You have to hide. And it's not, I mean, it's camping somewhat, but you can move around in cover and run from cover to cover. That's the whole point. Because if you run out in the middle of the open, you will get owned. It doesn't matter if the other team is bad or good. It's just so easy to pick off people in the middle of fields and on walkways. So that does take some getting used to. Like at first, I was pretty frustrated because I couldn't figure out why I was doing so bad. And then I realized, oh, it's because I can't just run out in the middle of the enemies. So once you figure that out, you'll be golden. But yeah. So I'm really looking forward to this game, and I have been for a while, and this beta just pretty much confirms it. It's going to be super fun, good team tactical gameplay, large team tactical gameplay, and solid gunplay, which is key, because even though there's tanks and vehicles, the gunplay is what really counts. So I'm happy that they're able to nail that one down. I've heard that the gunplay is very similar to Medal of Honor, and I never played Medal of Honor, so I can't speak to that. That's what I've heard. So, if any of you have played Medal of Honor, maybe you will feel right at home with these guns. Alright, well thanks for watching, I'll see you guys next time.